I'm going to give you some tips on how to write a good melody at the piano, because if we're just kind of stabbing at random keys, that's not really interesting or memorable. So especially if you're just getting started, I'm going to give you a couple tips here. The first is make sure you define what key you're in. That's sort of the set of notes that I like to think of as sort of as the palette that you're drawing your melody from. So let's start with a key. For simplicity, we'll just say we're C major. And then it helps to have your melody start on one of these chord tones of the 1 chord. That's the chord that's built on the first scale degree, just to give us a sense of home base. And then as you're getting started, I'm going to suggest that you stick mostly with steps and skips, because that makes your melody much more singable. That's not to say you can't use larger intervals, but we want to keep those sparing, because if you think about it, how many songs have you listened to where the melody goes? Probably not that many, right? So to start with, stick with steps and skips, and then if you add a leap, which you can, my suggestion is to go the opposite direction to kind of give it some balance, fill in that space, and then maybe with some steps. So maybe something like step, step, skip, leap, step, step, skip, skip, step, or leap, step, step. You see what I mean? So again, this isn't a hard and fast rule, but just something to think about to make your melodies more interesting and memorable. Stick mostly with steps and skips, and when you add a leap, try to fill it in the opposite direction with smaller intervals. So give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more tutorials like this.